Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you all for joining in. While we just get everything ready, let's just connect to the internet and make sure like my Pokemon portal updates and everything like that. But thank you all for joining. Exciting times ahead of just like watching Lucas lose at Pokemon and get ever more frustrated. I don't know whether that will happen or not. We might have some surprise victories, but it is fight night, and I have brought a less than meta set of teams to fight night round 1. So I presume what's going to happen is like I'm starting out positively. Like it's my first night of doing like let's bring it, let's do full rank style, let's train up Lucas time, and I believe that this is going to be like night 1 where I go in positive and I'm like, right, let's try a couple of like weaker Pokemon, set up a couple of gimmicks, figure things out a little bit, learn some metas, and then it's going to be like, you know, a few weeks time, and it's just going to be like, Lucas has trained up meta Pokemon because he's fucking done with losing. Exactly, yeah. So, like, for anyone watching, like, you know, I went the Pokemon Regionals in Liverpool, didn't get to sign up for them, and it was one of those things of like, oh, well, you know, just I'll go and watch, and that got me into the spirit of things. So my aim is actually learn the meta, actually build some teams, actually train some Pokemon up. And then the aim is this is like a year-long arc, hopefully for me, if I can stay motivated. I'll you know, if I can stay motivated is the caveat, but that's my plan. Is I'm really hoping that I can actually, for the first time, like, I've spent years and years telling myself, like, well, one day I could get good at Pokemon. It's like, no, now is the time. So I know Carl is always excited about Pokemon as well, so he is going to pop in and talk Pokemon at some point. But if you're red hot, I know that we've eyed up a battle, so, like, I will keep that in mind, but I'll just go straight into a ranked battle to begin with, while you're getting that egg move and that. So, like, the double battle is the way that we'll be doing it. I'm just going in ranked. So, anything that goes in ranked goes here. So, like, I'm just going to bring this pretty basic team for now, I think. Again, like, there's a couple, like, the odd strong Pokemon in my teams, but like, people aren't out here using, like, Hitmonlee. So we'll see how we do. That's the thing is, like, I say, going into this first one with, like, a bit of hope that maybe not everyone's going super meta, but this is obviously a rain team. Probably not the best idea to bring my Arcanine into a rain team, I don't think. So what we might do is going with the beginners of, like... See, I want the Intimidate, but just everything's going to have an answer to Arcanine, and I still think it's Fire Terror, so that's not going to help me. So these are the immediate kind of things where it's like... So that, bear in mind, for next time, I'm like, okay, so go make your Arcanine, like, a different Terror type. Because that will then, you know, give you a better answer to a rain team, for example. So I'm going to start out with Sableye, that's the word. Sableye and Cinnamon the Cinccino, and then You know what? Let's bring the Hitmons in as our backup mons. Like, really just not super fast, not super bulky, not super strong team here. Just a few Pokemon that I wanted to make dumb builds of. Yes, for sure. Like, I appreciate that you're not going like full just brutal mode on me, but I need to get good at fighting some more meta teams for sure. Also, yeah. How's the watch going in terms of like actually being able to find the Doctor Who episodes? That's one part that's like really intriguing. Is just the idea of like, well, you can't actually find any of this shit anywhere. Right, so I'm scared of what this Politoed actually might do. So I might taunt the Politoed in case it's got something tricky, and then hope we can take out the Basculegion. Because we have got the Bullet Seed, the super effective hit. I'm not going to go for the Tidy Up because I think Cincino could just get like one shot by this Basculegion. And the bricking attack on the trainer. That's the tactic I might have to use by the end of this stream. Okay, it's going for the Sableye, so maybe I should have gone for that Tidy Up. And it's got fast, so Basculegion Swift Swim then. Because that shouldn't be faster than Cincino. It can. We are getting it out in one go though, so that's good. Even without the Tidy Up power up. Bask. I can't fight. I didn't see what happened then, but oh, that was what, like a. Chat, let me know. Is that a Surf? I'm just searching what Basculegion can do at the moment. Surf, yeah. Okay, good, thank you. So, yeah. I'm thinking... I don't know what to bring in, but we've got... Gonna go all out with just like the Hitmonlee Unburden straight away on the Feraligatr so we can... So I reckon we fake out that Feraligatr because it's probably like got the sheer force on it as well, and then we just try and wipe out the Politoed before it can move. What are its abilities? So, oh. Jesus Christ, this Basculegion was really fast. I'll check the stats in a minute. So we'll go fake out on the Feraligatr, and we'll just Bullet Seed it up again and go for that Politoed, which might be quite bulky, but we'll see. Because I imagine the Feraligatr will have just a Life Orb and sheer force on it. Ooh, that Politoed is going to be the risky kill. Hope for a crit, maybe? At very least, we might flinch it. We've got a 50% chance of flinching. One crit is not going to kill. Okay, yeah. It's bulky enough to withstand the hit, but maybe it'll flinch. Maybe they'll both flinch. There we go. Double flinch. Because the fake out is guaranteed with the flinch. So what we have to do here is we'll just get like the Thief. Should be enough on the Politoed to take it out. And we should be way faster than the Politoed. And then the Cincino should be faster than the Feraligatr, so we should just kill that with the Bullet Seed, hopefully. Oh, it's got Aqua Jet on it, yeah, of course. The good old Cinnamon, of course, yes. Lost some of its HP. And then we'll see how scary the other Pokemon come in. I'm surprised they didn't swap out Politoed for like the second Drizzle, to be honest. That Basculegion flares. Don't know how that Basculegion outfed on that first move then. Carl, you'll appreciate this. We've got double Hitmons on the go. Archaludon, the reliable partner. Okay, so... yeah, we should, in theory... I don't know how bulky Archaludon is, but... maybe just the Axe Kick from the Hitmonlee will be enough. And then we go for the Fake Out on the Feraligatr. Twisted dick. Fucking hell. Come on. Oh, there we go. That's it, Twisted. If there ever was one. This Feraligatr is like, stop using Fake Out on me, please. So then we should just, hopefully one of them with their stab should kill. There we go. There we go. Take down this rain team. The double Hitmon representation right here. Just like absolutely going for it. But yeah, I mean, good start to the night. Yes. That penny music is just like, yeah. Also, well done, Shadow. 1 month. Like, that's really good and also really scary because it doesn't feel like it's been a month. You just beat her in game. Or do you not beat in the game yet? I would have assumed you'd just beaten her at this point. Fell off hard, fair enough, yeah. It's like just 100% like one of those things where there's so many people I know. It's like, yeah, I got Scarlet and Violet. I stopped playing Scarlet and Violet. It's like, yeah, I can understand why. Right. Let me know, Red Hot in chat, when you're free to do a challenge. But for now, I'm just gonna keep like going through the ranks. I need to actually make a note, don't I, actually, before I do anything else. I'm going to leave, like, some notes of just what to change about the Pokemon.
Finally caught a stream.
Oh, hell yeah. Jack, thank you for joining. And thank you for subbing as well. Getting those sausages. Let's do some celebratory sausage while we, while I just write down my little note of, like, make sure we get Arcanine out of Fire Terra type. Arcanine, Fire Terra, equal bad. Maybe go for like, I know like people have said Fairy, but maybe there's maybe there's a chance we do like the Electric Terra because I've got Wild Charge on it. And then if, you know, we come up against the Rain team, get like that just super powerful Wild Charge on the go. Yeah, so it seems to be doing a lot better with it doing like the automated way. Me doing it manually seems to still overwhelm my PC quite a lot, but it does seem a lot more stable when we're doing it through the rewards, which is nice. So right now I've just put Arcanine Fire Terra is bad. But you know what? I want to see what little Numel can do, hopefully. Hopefully we can get Numel in. Let's put the Elite Four track on. Oh, wait. We're going against Lucas A. Okay. What have we got? Oh, there it is. There it is. The Fluttermane, the Urshifu. There's a weird Rhyperior in there, but Rillaboom. So what's it going to open with? That's the question. Probably a Fluttermane. And something else. Nega Lucas makes a return. This is like the meta Lucas. I might do some more Showdown in the future, just every now and then, but, like, it's useful just in terms of, like, helping me with my laziness. If, like, I do it in-game, so then I've built the Pokemon. Like, I've been forced to build the Pokemon in-game and have them ready to use. So there will be an occasional Showdown one, but it means that I just get off my lazy ass and actually do it. Right, I'll tell you what. Against... We'll go for... Try an Ambipom Talonflame lead. And then we'll go with Cade and Eruption as the backups. Like, I don't think this is going to work, but I really hope it does duo. Can get Cole on one already. But, yeah, this is going to be a bit more of a terror to deal with. But let's get Carl in. Let's get Carl in as soon as, like... Carl's like, he's seen the meta. And he's like, I'm ready. Carl's seen the meta bullshit coming in. But yeah, my day's been okay, thank you so far. Oh, it wasn't the Flutter main lead. Okay, I presumed it would be. Iron Bundle is going to be fast as fuck. And then...
Got my Lucas Yar.
Oh, there we go. We've got Carl, yes.
I'll let you talk through your...
Well, I'm going to set up Tailwind immediately, and then... What do we reckon we use Fake Out on an Iron Bundle or on a Tornadus?
Well, I've used Fake Out on the Tornadus. It's going to go straight to Tailwind. Got Prankster on it. Full Prankster out, Fake Out? That's the question.
No, I think it doesn't. I think apparently like Fake Out's like a +6 or whatever. So let's Fake Out. Not Fake Out normal gem on that Tornadus. Getting that damage in. And then we'll get our Tailwind set up for the Talonflame. That Iron Bundle's gonna hit hard. Hydro Pump, yeah. Yeah, down in 1. Oh, that Talonflame. It's a bulky one as well. It's not meant to go down in 1.
Yeah, so you've probably done this already, Lucas, but walk me through your team. Walk me through your thinking.
I haven't done it yet, but because we've only just started using this team. Also, you sound a little bit underwater.
Ah, okay, it's my fault. I can
turn you up a little bit.
Been through like to the gym, so my phone's been in my pocket the entire time, so I might be like fluff or something in it. Is that better?
Think so. Let me know in chat. Right, what we're gonna do then is the idea was the Darkspawn Numel of like Numel doing the lava plume to power up the Darkspawn's defense.
Oh yeah, we talked about that, didn't we? That was the tactic. We're gonna try and do like the cute team.
And then we'll just try the triple axle on Tornadus, but it'll get the Prankster Tailwind anyway, won't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I will never forget
it's
when
protected.
you told me that. Your simple Numel.
The simple
your invincible
Numel, yeah.
simple Numel.
That Tailwind's settled now, so that's gonna be rough. And that's just outdone like the entire reason that Talonflame died was to set up a Tailwind, and it's just been neutered by their Tailwind.
That's the thing, like, because like you basically have to specialize into a thing, don't you, for a Talonflame to be good at that, and then to Tornado that. But I could do 5 things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no worries, Shadow. See you soon. Okay. But yeah, Lucas has brought in the fucking Urshifu this time. So you know what? Baby Doll Eyes immediately on that Urshifu. And then... Trailblaze is super effective against Iron Bundle with the Technician boost, so maybe it's just frail enough, it'll probably have Focus Sash though. So I'll get the immediate attack lower on the Urshifu. But Amberpomp's probably going to die if it uses its priority move. But you try. Okay. Got the trail blaze. Okay, it's definitely not going to kill it.
Anyway. I'm getting like 1 second behind, so I'm gonna have to get your reactions. Like, no, did you die?
Do you want me to just share my screen?
No, I'm watching on my phone.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Amber Pond died to a close combat.
Don't want to see my PC.
We've got Numal. Get that lava plume on the go. So that is the biggest problem, is like, okay, we've got to use lava plume to try and get rid of some of this threat at the moment, which means we can't even do like the growth or the stockpile to improve our stats by too much.
Yeah, that's a shame. It's like doubles is just not the best like thing to get set up. Like it's 1 turn set up or nothing really, isn't it?
Yeah, which is why I was hoping to lead with it, but I figured that it would probably be the lead from the from the Flutter main.
Oh no! Wait! That's what you're doing right now. Where you're trying to learn the meta, but also not play anything that's too messy yourself.
Fucked it up. I meant to Terra on the Numal to make it ghost type and not weak to water, and I forgot. So that's Numal gone. So we basically lost this one. I might as well get the Terra play rough off on the go. It depends how you mean. Like, if it was just a port of like the DS versions of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I'd be more than welcome to like any old games being brought back. I don't really want them to be like, hey, we've put a load of time and effort into the freeze strike crit. Okay, it doesn't matter, but I don't want them to do like Let's Go Johto, and it's like, hey, we remade Gen 2 for a second time. It's like, cool, I love Johto. Gen 2's like one of my favorites, but like we could be doing something a bit more interesting than just like remaking games again. Like, remake Black and White, just not in the chibi style like they did with Diamond and Pearl.
But Lucas, people really like nostalgia.
They do, but people are old enough now to have nostalgia for Black and White. Yeah, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be really tough to fight meta teams like that. So we'll continue.
You know what that guy's walking around thinking, yeah, I beat him.
It's like, aha, that poor Numal. Now, to be honest, they're probably going, why the fuck are they bringing a Numal into ranked? So let's give that another shot.
And the Numal. Give the Numal the chance it deserves.
I don't think there's a chance that you call Gen 2 Wooper and Togepi. There's no way that they consider Wooper as like the secondary mascot of Gen 2, really.
No, it'll be Eevee again.
Well, they can't do Let's Go Eevee again, can they?
They can do Let's Go Eevee too. Marvel, maybe?
I think Marrel's dropped off in terms of, like, it... I don't know.
It could be Pikachu again. They could do Pikachu and Eevee again.
I think it'd just be branding nightmare.
They got new Eevees as well.
Oh, so that's going to be an Ogerpon. A Stone Ogerpon? You know what, I'm going to just see what happens if we open up with the good old Darkspawn Numal combo. And then...
Here's a question as well. What's been your process for like learning the matchups then? Have you been watching like any previous VGC? Been following any content creators?
My approach is stream it enough where I start learning via experience.
You sort of learn by doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're more of a kinesthetic learner, I imagine, like myself. You'd rather beat your head against the brick wall to learn it that way than watch someone tell you how to play.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's me with Tekken at the moment, of just like, I'm just going to throw myself into practice mode, learn every single like punish that I need to for every character, and then just go into online.
Yeah.
Which I might play some tomorrow, depending on what comes going out for a meal. I might go in and play Tekken, or I might go in and play some Revenge.
I mean, it's not too bad because
This isn't an attacking team, is it? Your Darkspawn.
It's a special attacking Numel, and the Darkspawn's physical attacker, but maybe we'll swap out while I stockpile. And you know what?
I cannot wait to see this thick-ass Numel.
I'm going to Terrastallize now before I forget, even though I might get more usage out of, like, another Terra. It's like... Right, let's get a Sylveon in. Yeah, I really love team building as well. Like, just one of the real like fun parts of Pokemon for me. It is nice to have an excuse to do it for sure.
Like, me and you used to spend like hours talking about it.
I was saying during my Pokemon X last week is like the reason I got into Gen 6 so much was because I had friends to get into competitive battling with. Oh nice, the fake out on the Pokemon that we swapped out anyway. Numel just getting that, like, doubling those defenses with the stockpile. Trick Room shouldn't actually hurt this team too hard, I don't think.
It doesn't look like it's too fast to see.
No, it's not.
Just start throwing out the lava plumes.
No, I'm gonna tempt fate and throw in a growth as well and double our special attack. And just get a Hyper Voice on the go. Because Scrafty should be swapping if it's not dumb. Or just Terra's out of it, yeah. He's a fairy type. And he's just like, oh no, okay, it's the Armarouge going for it. Oh, it's gone for that new Stellar type. See, this kind of shit is what I need to learn. Like,
what the fuck's this?
This is like the new type that they're using when it's like, oh, it hits like any type super effectively or something.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's fair.
No, but it hits any Terra type super effectively, specifically a Terra Pokemon.
Okay.
It's like, it's the thing to just be like, get rid of a Terra Pokemon, I think.
But can it does, how does that thing take super effective damage then?
I don't really know. I don't know how it works, which is why we need to learn. Yeah, no worries, Shaq. Thank you for joining, as always. I'm just like, it was a pleasure to see you back in. But yeah, I hope you not gonna get an early start tomorrow, okay? I understand. But thank you for joining. So now we're just hoping, like, yeah, Earth Power this Armarouge because it's slower than the Armarouge. So in Trick Room, we're going first, and then you know what? Let's just keep Hyper Voicing with Sylveon. It's like it's just a special tank that's meant to just keep Hyper Voicing. There we go, the Numel getting the Earth Power on the go. Like, this person did not see Numel come in.
No one ever does. It's like, well, it's fucking Numel. What's Numel gonna do?
That's a brave thing as well. It saw Numel double its attacks and double its defenses, and went for the hit on Sylveon instead.
It's like Sylveon's like the more obvious threat. There is like spherical, like Camon.
This little Camon. Yeah, I'll just let Sylveon take the hit from Chloritza, to be honest. It'll go down, but like, I just want to keep stocking this Numel. There we go. Numel used Earth Power. Okay, the Ogrepon's taking the hit. Chloritza takes down the Sylveon. I'm just hoping this Ivy Cudgel's not going to completely take down this Numel. Come on, Numel, you got this. Oh, the crit! The fucking crit. Oh yeah, I think Ivy Cudgel has the improved crit ratio, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, because fuck you. Lucas, you forgot the most important words of fuck you, which is Pokemon.
Like, fuck you, this is like a Pokemon that's got the ridiculous new shit because it's a legendary from the DLC. So, what we'll do is... get that play rough on the Chloritzer and just fake out the Overcon. Move info, accuracy 100. Let's just get the play rough on the claw. And then the fake out normal gem on the Ogerpon. It's not very effective, but it'll stop the Ogerpon moving at least.
Yeah, get rid of this one turn.
Oh, it's got a spiky shield that out-prioritizes fake out. What the fuck? Oh, because it is just protect, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know it owned spiky shields an option. And that fucks up Ambipom a little bit. Oh shit. Darkspawn couldn't even take the one hit. That's swung the entire battle there of like we had the potential here, but I think the Chloritzer's just got, you know, got that drop on us there. I didn't think it was strong enough to take down the Darkspawn in one hit. So we probably should have just fake out on the Chlortzer, which might have been able to kill the Chlortzer, and then we could have maybe had that in our favour, but, you know, we live and learn. That's the thing, is like, you know, you put all your effort and love into like, I'm gonna make this Darkspawn really work, and it's like, but like even a Chlortzer can just take it down in one shot.
It's it's not a very strong Pokemon.
No, but I want to love it.
The thing is, like, basically your Pokemon.
Yeah, it's the
Pokemon made
little
you.
pretzel dog, the pretzel sausage. And you didn't really get to see like the full run of this team, so I'm gonna bring the Hitmonlee and Hitmontop back.
Oh yeah, like Hitmonlee, like one of my favourite Pokemon. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm worried now that the first match of the day is like the only one we win.
That's Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Mate, I like to start playing Tekken. I was getting annihilated. It took me so long to get anything going.
But yeah, it's like the Arcanine and Greninja are a little bit more high tier. But
yeah, I know like Arcanine's like consistently been really good. Just Intimidate is just such a strong ability.
Mm-hmm. It's got like a couple of good moves. It's got pretty decent stats so you can do a multitude of things with it. And it's just got access to like, yeah, it's got access to Intimidate, Extreme Speed, some bulk, and some good attack stats. It's like it's not the fastest, but other than that, like it's got pretty good, like just all-roundedness, and then a really good Intimidate ability. Okay, so probably a Rain lead.
That's the thing as well, like the real skill is looking at what they've got and thinking what they're going to do with it.
Yeah.
And then the skill from that is making a team that can look like it's going to do one thing, but then make it do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess is like the benefit of a team like yours, where they look at that and they go, well, I know what a couple of those Pokemon are going to do, but I don't really know what their end goal is.
Exactly, yeah. See, the thing is, I'm tempted to bring in, like, one of the Hitmons to begin with for that fake out, but then at the very same time, it's like, if I get caught with the Tornadus. So I'm going to send in Sableye, and I'm going to send in Cinnamon for the... I feel like Cinnamon's going to hit quite a lot of those strong. At very least for neutral damage. I do need to change the Arcanine Terra type so that we can be a bit less threatened. I'll get Bruce on the go and throw Greninja in there just for good luck.
Also, just Greninja kicks ass. So
yeah, the good old like. Just I'm gonna build the most generic teams. Yep, it's fair, and it's what we're gonna encounter a lot of.
yeah, it's that people want to win.
Mm-hmm.
And people want to win more than they want to like have fun. Because to a lot of people, winning is the only thing that's fun in games.
Yeah. Okay, I presume that that's the drizzle into just keep doing Thunder over and over with Archelodon. So we're gonna Thunder Wave Archelodon. But does it have Lightning Rod? Right. Quickly. Quick. Oh, drop. Oh no.
Oh, you're doing like big cheats so you can learn what stuff does.
I was hoping I could, but well, shit. I ran out of move time.
What happens in that case? Then? Does it just do like whatever the first
I think
move
it
you
just
let?
does your default moves. I was on the fucking Gen 8 deck, so it wouldn't come up with Paldea in Pokemon. That's why I got confused.
Of course.
It's like fuck you, sir. It doesn't even.
You think that'll be the one I get
doesn't have
updated as well?
Lightning Rod.
That's the one by the guy who has access to all the shit.
Electro Shot. Okay. Oh, so it's Solar Beam, or it also raises special attack. Holy fuck. So at least we stopped the Tailwind.
Yeah, fight this fucking like
Right,
cathedral.
Thunder Wave. And then just get that. Or do we tidy up? No, I don't think it's worth it. Get the Rock Blast on the go. Like, tidy up is a nice option. But, like, get rid of that Tailwind before they can put it down. Yeah, I never really know how they choose, like, the colour, because, like, it goes back and forth between, like, do we want to do colours or do we want to do gems? And, like, I never see the logic in it. It's like...
There's some logic, like, some of the games, like X and Y and stuff, like the new, the X and Y axis and stuff, I get that.
Well, that would make sense if there was a Z, because then that's like the 3DS game comes in with like the X, Y, and Z axes of all the 3 dimensions.
Yeah, that's not all they did.
Right, okay, so I reckon we just get the Hitmonlee fake out onto the Axe Kick, try and take out that Archelodon. Oh, okay. So now the question is, I presume that their Rillaboom's faster, so they can fake out me before I fake out them. So they're probably going to fake out my fake out. I'm going to fake out Archelodon because it has got a double special attack, even though it's paralyzed. And then I guess we'll just get a tidy up and hope that things go well. That Rillaboom's probably going to fake out. And then we can hope that we get the fake out first on the Archelodon. Hitmonlee used fake out first, yes. Cool. Which means we can use the normal gem to get the Unburden. And it used fake out on Hitmonlee, which means we get the tidy up.
Does Tidy Up get rid of Tailwind?
I don't think it gets rid of, like, Tailwind. I think it just gets rid of, like, Spiked Stealth Rock.
Is there anything that gets rid of Tailwind?
Don't think so, no.
That must be why it's so oppressive then, because it's just basically once it's up, it's just 5 turns where you're twice as fast.
Yeah, I think the only thing is you also Tailwind.
That's kind of silly, that.
Yeah.
I've always said for years there needs to be ways to get rid of stuff like this. Of like, I've always said Surf should get rid of environmental hazards, and so should Earthquake.
Oh my god, that grassy glide hit so hard. Holy shit. I thought with it, I know it's priority on grassy terrain, but I thought with it being a priority move, it wouldn't have, like, basically OHKO'd me. And just hope for the paralysis? No, Aura Sphere, okay. Yeah. Played that one poorly.
This is the Boom Gorilla.
It is the Boom Gorilla. We just don't have that chance. Dear God. This Greninja's gonna struggle.
I think what you're going to eventually have to do, mate, is you're going to have to play meta and then pick like one Pokemon to like reward the team around. Like Joe, that pick the one gimmick Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're going to have to play Virgil. You've got to have Virgil on your team. You can have anyone else, but as long as you got Virgil, you're all right.
What we're gonna try, it's not very effective, but we're in the rain. We're gonna Terra, and the only way that we can go first is by using Water Shuriken. So we're going to just Water, Terra, Rain Dance, Water Shuriken. Even though it's not very effective and it's super weak, it's like, we're going to have to try it because regardless, Grassy Glide's going to kill us first anyway if we don't.
Yeah.
So at least this is going to give us a chance to do a bit of damage first. I don't think that's going to kill low. We've got a load of dice on. There's a chance. It takes it down, okay. And then we've got hope for the Thunder Wave proc here, the paralysis. No, the Electro Shot. Okay, yeah. But you know what? We did something which is better than just getting immediately taken out by Grassy Glide.
That's me, yeah. You got it down to the last Pokemon.
I don't think we did. I think we lost two. Yeah, because we took down Pelipper and then Rillaboom.
Oh, okay, I thought you got like... No, that's good. It's got to. We're completely, like, you know, helpless.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing I said tonight, is like, tonight is Lucas starting off, like, you know, with the non-meta teams and having positive vibes, and then it's going to be like, in a month's time, I'm just going to be like, fuck it, use all meta Pokemon.
Yep.
Cool. I will set up a link battle then for us.
Okay.
Cool,
Can't believe they ripped off Palworld with this.
God, yeah. Just, I keep seeing so many people being like, man, just Palworld is like what I've always wanted out of Pokemon. It's like, it's not an RPG. It's not even remotely similar gameplay wise. Is that all they say is just, well, I don't like turn-based games and I like creatures, so therefore this is the ultimate Pokemon game. It's like, it's bad Ark Survival Evolved because it's early access, it's got no content, and then it's just got Pokemon on top of it. Which is fine.
Palworld is. Okay, right, Lucas. Palworld for you is what Final Fantasy 16 was for me. People are like, this is what Final Fantasy should be. You mean an RPG with no RPG elements?
You know, like that's why I didn't even buy Final Fantasy 16 because 15 and 16 have just gone so out the way of actually being a Final Fantasy game. It just pissed me off so much. It's like, I get that 13 was like very linear and not got the best reviews or anything, but I would still take a 13 and what they did with the sequels over what they did with 15 and 16 because they're not even remotely Final Fantasy anymore.
Yeah. But I remember what people saying is really good, and Joe, I played it, I got to the final boss fight, I don't give a fuck. But then everyone's saying it's the best Final Fantasy game in years, and I realised it's because it's not a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, yeah.
Final Fantasy game where you don't have to think, you just press one button and win. There's no strategy, there's no tactics. And I think that's one of the reasons why like Baldur's Gate has like been such polarised reception. Like, well, Spider-Man, I press the button and Spider-Man kills the monster. Baldur's Gate, nothing fun happens. Like, well, it does if you like, you know, you think about it and interact with the game, but you don't want that. You just want the big bombastic things to happen on your screen, which is fine.
So yeah, I hope maybe we can do 7 in the link code. I think. So it is 8008-135. So Red, I'll just remember that. 8008-135. It's the link code. Search for an opponent with a double battle. Is that correct? Are we playing Alex? I can't remember who your trainer is. I mean, I think if Xenoblade has like a Japanese voice option, Japanese Xenoblade is probably way more Final Fantasy than Final Fantasy is, yeah.
At this point, yeah.
And that's the thing, even Final Fantasy has abysmal English voice acting in a lot of them. I did think it was really weird. I played through that demo for the Rebirth.
Yeah, I'm not even touching anything like that, so I'm going in blind.
I'm not going to say much. It's just like, it's the flashback sequence. And like, I found Cloud's voice was really weird, but I think they might have just pitched him up a little bit to make him sound younger. Because he's like little teenage Cloud.
Ah, okay.
Because it's the Nibelheim sequence where it's like, oh, back when I did like my first mission with Sephiroth, here's what happened. It's like, that's what the demo is just like the young Cloud bit. And I was like, Cloud sounds really weird. And I was like, I think it's just pitched up to make him sound like a kid.
And they didn't get like a kid voice actor, the same voice actor.
Because he's like 16, so it's not like he's a kid.
But he's not matured.
Mm.
He's not gone through like, the horrors yet.
So yeah, all I ask Red Hot obviously is just we'll do 4 of 6. So like as we do a rank battle, so I'll just I like how it's like normal rules is just like allow everything, but yeah, if we pick 4 of the 6 when we see each other's teams, we'll play it like an online battle would be. But yeah, the
it's not option to just replicate what like the official like.
For some reason, you can't just do his online rank battle rules, I don't think.
How is that not, like, the first option?
Yeah. Okay. Shit. Okay. I see what you mean about picking a more meta team to challenge me with. Because I've said now, I'm not doing the whole, like, try and play gentleman's rules now. It's like, no, bring like some meta shit so I can learn the game.
There's no gentleman's rules in Pokemon.
There's not.
It's a kid's game that adults take seriously. It's the worst.
Fuck it. Let's do this shit. And hopefully you're not stream sniping. I would hope that you're not, but I can't stop anyone doing that. Other than saying, like, lol, that sucks. Apparently Funimation is shutting down.
Yeah, they've been bought by Crunchyroll.
They got bought by Crunchyroll a while back, right?
I think so, but like they're shutting it down and just making it into one big app. And then if you bought anything on Funimation, you're not allowed to access it anymore.
Oh my god. Yay. The future. The future goal. I really need to change my Arcanine's Terror type, god damn.
I've always found that has always been kind of horseshit of like, we lost the rights to it, so you don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, really? Fucking really?
Oh, bollocks. I've bet everything on the wrong horse here. Okay, well that's something to learn. We live and learn. We live and learn.
That's Sonic. Who are you fighting on your screen there? Ogapon, look at that. Look at that Sonic looking motherfucker.
Okay, Ogapon down, that's good. I genuinely thought turn 1, double intimidate, Ogapon's gonna just bail out and switch. That did not happen. Okay, Superior paralyzed. Couldn't move because I'm getting lucky on this. Okay. You missed turn 1 and then paralyzed turn 2. Like, this Superior's not having fun. Not having a good
that's why you
time.
get for not having leg dipshit. It's like get leg scrub. Oh man, I just played a match in Tekken, and when like Steve fights Law says to him, "Steve, you know you can use your legs in a fight, right?" And Steve's like, "Shut up." Like, you know who I am. Oh, box.
Like, you know I can't.
I love Steve. Like, he's one of the most interesting fighting game characters. Like, it might be the most realistic boxer in a fighting game. You just cannot use his legs. The man refuses.
Oh, come on. Joe train straight away with the power. That's the Power World train, you can't stop it. We can't stop it, but Nintendo's lawyers might be able to.
There's no enemy stronger than Nintendo lawyers.
Like, as far as I'm aware, both of these Pokemon are just gonna try and hit me hard. I'll see.
I do like how so far where like two of our friends come in just to shit talk you and leave. That sums up our friendship, doesn't it?
It does. Okay, let's see what we got. That's the thing, well, the one thing about all my Pokemon is I might just retrain a bunch of them with Paldean versions so I can re-nickname them all. It's so frustrating that, like, you can't re-nickname Pokemon. Who do we want? Okay, yeah. Get back in. Get that intimidating. And most people do special attack in Superior, so I'm not too bothered in that sense. Okay. That's one of my favourite things, is just like all the jokes I've seen of people being like, Digimon realising that they've been Pokemon with guns for 30 years, just like, oh no.
No, we could have done this.
Yeah. One Arcanine. Overheat that bitch. Take down that Superior. Going alright. Bit scared of that that grassy glide coming in with the Shred. God, that's such a good ability, is like, fuck you, both your Pokemon have less defense now. Right, let's give it a go. Let's out-prioritize. Oh no, that was so close. Ah, and the Sucker Punch. Okay. Out-priority the priority. And the Grassy Glide. It's no problem at all. Like, honestly, that is, I would say, a good percentage of the experience of streaming is just someone coming in, asking a random question, and then leaving and never responding ever again. Like, that's a big percentage of, like, what you deal with at times when streaming. So it's not really something that, kind of, you know, I see as, like, weird in any kind of way. It's just, yeah, that happens. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, the Sucker Punch failed. You'll have to let me know, Red Hot, if you are listening at the moment. Is like, I'll ask you after the match, what was that Sucker Punch meant to be for Arcanine and Extreme Speed out prioritizes it, or was it because I went for the tidy up? Okay, well, you can't hit me both. You can't Sucker Punch both of them. Oh god, this is going to be rough though. The Terror type coming in. Maybe I should have just gone with a Terror type Terrifier overheat. Yes! Getting the right predictions on the go. Like, we'll use the charm to make sure that they can't Sucker Punch the Arcanine. And then go for the not Cinnamon, the different Cincino that I've got. So I've got a second Cincino now that Loaded Dice is a thing, Carl.
Oh, so what does this one do?
So this one, instead of being Skill Link to guarantee, it's Technician with Loaded Dice.
Does that do more damage overall then?
Yeah. Because it's always going to hit 4 or 5 times, and you get the boost from Technician.
Yeah, so with Technician, that works out as being more damaging than...
Even if you don't get the 5th hit, yeah. But I'm glad that was able to happen. We managed to shut... I mean, to be fair, I did get real lucky at the... Oh, that's what happened to the grassy terrain. I did wonder, yeah, but used Ice Spinner, which removed your terrain. So yeah, that's a bit of a downside to that pairing. Is like you'll want to use Ice Spinner's Chempao, but it gets rid of your Grassy Glide tech. Yeah. But yeah, I mentioned, I don't know if you were listening or not, but was the Sucker Punch the turn before intended for the Cincino that used Tidy Up, or was it going for the Extreme Speed on the Arcanine? Because I'm curious to know whether Sucker Punch works on Extreme Speed. I don't know how that interaction works out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Medley and I'm going to just give Arcanine... Might just be worth giving Arcanine normal type for normal extreme speed stab on the Terra.
Not wrong with that. I think extreme speed is like never not going to be a good option.
I also need to PP max that extreme speed. Or I'll just use PP ups because... Oh, I'll put it in. Yes. Okay, cool. Just PP up instead. But, yeah, the idea of, like, not only do I now have the Cincino, but, like, the Cincino with a Dragon Dance that gets rid of, like, hazards as well is crazy. Like, obviously, it's crazy, but it can just be, like, immediately one-shot by anything meta. It's like, if I come up against the wrong Pokemon like that Archaludon that just, like, kick my ass. But the idea of it, in general, is pretty terrifying, of, like, giving a Cincino a Dragon Dance.
I like the idea that when you say the idea of a Pokemon.
There's, like, we've seen on my streams multiple times how many Pokemon have been felled by my Cincino. Buy my
It's
cinnamon.
a solid Pokemon. Like, as gimmicks go, it's a really good one because I still remember like one of the funniest things you've said is when we were explaining how it works, and someone in chat was getting increasingly exasperated of that's not how math works, and that's how Pokemon math works.
Like, Pokemon maths does not give a fuck about real maths.
So I don't know, I always love that way you summed it up of just like, hey, that's not how math works, like that's Pokemon math. So.
The amount of times when you see it online of like, okay, so it gives like, this gives it a boost, and this gives it a boost. So it comes out as like, you know, ×2, and it's like, no, it's Pokemon, it comes out as ×3.5, because they both, like, multiply one another. They don't multiply the base, they multiply together. The gimmick isn't even, like, necessarily a gimmick, it's more just like, there's multiple ways to run Cinccino, and it's a way stronger Pokemon than people give it credit for, but, like, the gimmick that I've used it for in the past, for example, like, I've used it for different gimmicks, but one of the gimmicks is it's got Skill Link, which means that any multi-hit move where they hit like 2 to 5 times, they're guaranteed to hit the maximum amount of times. Or, for example, there's like a 10-hit move that'll hit 10 times, 3-hit move that hits 3 times. Like any move that is like it hits between X and Y, Skill Link guarantees to hit the maximum amount. And then, for example, if you put a King's Rock on a Pokemon, a King's Rock gives you, when you hit a Pokemon, it makes it 10% chance to flinch. And then when you do Skill Link with that, instead of thinking, well, I've hit it once, it's going to have 10% chance to flinch that Pokemon. But no, it's hit it 5 times. Therefore, you times that by 5. Yep. Because Pokemon math, so it's got a 50% chance to flinch the Pokemon. And it's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that's not fun. And then on top of that, you can do it where like you've got a partner Pokemon, like for example, one I partnered up with when we were doing some Sword and Shield battles was Togekiss, and then that has Serene Grace with Air Slash, making Air Slash like a 60% chance to flinch instead of 30, and then also having Thunder Wave on it, so you can Thunder Wave a Pokemon, Air Slash it, and Skill Link King's Rocket, and it ends up mass-wise being like a 90% chance that it's going to flinch or something.
Yeah, and just the other person does not get to play.
Yes,
but
and that's what if you succeed in setting all of that up, we literally saw that happen at times where, I think, maybe it was you, Red Hot, where I just like shut down your Porygon 2, where I couldn't really kill it, but I was just draining it slowly over time because it could never move. So
to clarify as well, just when I say gimmick, I don't mean that like, you know, it's cheap or anything like that. It's just that it relies on something other than direct damage. It requires chat.
And as well, a lot of the time with gimmick teams, like for example, one of my teams is a Trick Room team, and I've got one Pokemon that can set up Trick Room, and if it dies before setting up the Trick Room, basically I've lost the match. Basically, my entire approach has fallen apart.
It relies on like one thing.
Yeah, I couldn't remember whether the Porygon was yourself or not, Red Hot, but yeah, there's multiple times where we've managed to just like lock down one Pokemon and just no, can't move.
Like, let's just not let that one play.
Like, I'm gonna take the football home with me. Like, no. So we don't appear to have enough normal Terra Shards.
How is this not just a thing you can do?
We are 49, not 50. Oh. The pain, the fury, the end. In fact, I'm one Terra Shard off. I'm gonna just turn it electric type for now for wild charge boost. Oh, I can't select a Pokemon battle team. Okay. That's so rough. Like, I want to get, like, my my normal Terra... Like, you one Terra Shard away, sorry.
Yeah. It's more why can't you do this infinitely?
Yeah, or at least just buy Terra Shards.
Like, what they should do is, there should be like, okay, fuck it, you gotta go re-challenge every gym leader again, and once you do, they just give you, like, the Permo Terra Shard.
Mm-hmm.
You can permanently change it to their type.
Battle teams. But yeah, I'd be down for...
You got, like, once you do it once, you should just say, okay, now I've got them, I can just do it over and over again.
Or, like, you know, instead of 50 every time, it's just like, save up 100 Terra Shards, and then you unlock the permanent ability for that Terra type.
Yep.
And that's the thing, it's always with Pokemon, it's like, here's a bunch of quality of life improvements, and then a couple of things that just suck for no reason. Okay, thanks. But yeah, I'm down for a rematch if you are. Let's get the Pokeball back up, and I'll put in the same team so that we actually have a rematch on it, and we'll just do the same link battle code as well. That's 8008-135. 8008-135. Ooh, flapjacks. I'm like trying to be a little bit healthier lately, and like, yeah, maybe flapjacks you can make relatively healthy, right? Because it's mostly just like oats stuck together.
You can make them really unhealthy or like, you know, reasonably healthy.
Like,
so
not super healthy, but as like a healthier alternative snack than a lot of other things you can, right?
If you're gonna bake something, it's better than a cookie. At least it, like I said, it's oat.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between like white bread and like wholemeal bread. Like, you probably shouldn't still be eating too much bread, but it's better for you.
Yeah. Like, if you want a snack, this isn't gonna be as bad as like downing an entire cake. It's a bit of flapjack. It's mostly oats and sugar. Yeah. Also, I was quite surprised. This little Pokemon mug that we picked up at the regionals from a vendor.
Yep.
I went to a comic book shop, and it was actually £5 more expensive in the shop than it was at the regionals. And I was like, oh, I assumed that people were like, you know, jacking up the prices a little bit because they've got to like pay to make it all the way out there and stuff. But the fact
I've got them having a cup of tea of it right now. It's like, you know, solid quality mug, £6. You know, £6 for a mug is more than reasonable.
Oh yeah.
Like, H&M charged like a tenner for a mug.
So that's the question.
And now it's a mug with a story now. So
that's the. Is Lucas going to go for the double intimidate lead again? We'll never know until we find out.
Oh.
Also, you know what's really weird, Carl?
What?
I played RE2. I was just speedrunning it on Game Pass the other day. When it came to Game Pass, I was like, fuck it, I'll just play it there because, like, I want to replay through that game. I'll grab some achievements along the way. I can use the controller that I prefer because I prefer the Xbox pad. And then, yes, no problem, Red Hot. I'll speak to you soon. But yes, twice now doing my speedrun, I get to the lab and get to the bit where I've done most of the lab and I'm taking Sherry down to the end boss.
Yes.
And then the game goes, I can't save anymore. I have failed to save. Glitches completely out and I can't use the lift. And it's still corrupted my save file. Everything is gone, basically.
This happened to you twice?
Twice, 2 runs, and it's happened both times. And I haven't been able to finish the game. And apparently it's just a glitch that's very well known that they've never patched 5 years later.
Cool. That feels very satisfying.
It's like, how is... Like, what? Excuse me? Like, I've done 2 runs and I've been able to finish neither of them. And the entire save file's completely corrupted, and fuck you, you can't play anymore. And that's just in the Xbox version?
That's great.
I'm very, very confused by it.
It's just one of those things of like the fact that it happened twice in the battle speed is way more common than you think.
Yeah, exactly. Unless I'm doing something in my speedrun that's very specific to making the glitch happen.
Potentially, because like obviously speedrun would naturally result in you pretty much doing the exact same thing.
Exactly, I'm doing the exact same thing every time. Like, almost to, you know, the fucking second, basically. Like, you know, give or take maybe a minute.
It just turns out like that your speedrun path to the game caused the game to crash. Also.
Maybe. Or maybe that game is just fucked on Xbox. I don't know. I'm very curious. Okay, you know, you're too aware. Oh dear. Well, this was a wasted turn. This Orangaroo. It was gonna instruct, but I was thinking way too much about my own playstyle and not yours. Oh, the Leaf Storm miss again. Pretty sure Leaf Storm's like 90%, right?
I feel like it is. I feel it's one of those moves that you don't think of it as missing all that much.
Yeah, exactly. And like both battles with Red Hot, Leaf Storm's missed once. That's rough. The biggest one with the bacon. That's a good way to do things, I suppose. Oh. That's the problem with the turn as well, is I've set Psychic Terrain down to get rid of the grassy terrain, but now that just means that Rillaboom can come straight back in with the grassy terrain again. But Ogerpon's out instead. Okay. No, I think I've lost this one. That turn one, I think, is just like me not paying enough respect. Fucked me a little bit. I'm sorry, Espeon.
You gotta sacrifice it.
Yeah. At least then I can come back in with the Intimidate. Ooh. I don't like this. Okay, so apparently Blood Moon Ursaline is a special attack Pokemon.
Oh.
The more you know.
Even though like regular Ursaluna is absolutely not a special attacker.
No, I don't think so.
No, because it's a big bear Pokemon. Look at it, it's a bear Pokemon.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. I think Ogobon's just going to follow me anyway, but I want to take this Ursaline.
It just looks like such a threat. All I've heard about it is like, thing is terrifying.
It is a big old threat. Oh, that, yeah, the normal gem, hyper voice, special attack boosted. Okay, Pokemon going with Spike Shield, that's good for me. Oh, wait, I forgot what Psychic Terrain does. Oh, I'm confusing them. Oh, that does not work at all.
It's Psychic Terrain threats like what?
From priority moves. I thought it was from... I was thinking Misty Terrain, which protects you from, like, statuses. So I tried using Extreme Speed and... Yeah, okay, yeah, that's my bad. Oh, I forgot what things do.
Because that's the thing you've also got to learn, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't use terrains very much, so it's just things I've got to bear in mind. But this is like, it's all good. It's like, I've got to just not get frustrated and go like, all of this is good, because it means I'm learning. Yeah, it was a good game, yeah.
I will never use them.
Just like, as the extreme speed comes up, of like, it doesn't work due to psychic terrain, and I was like, I messed up my terrains. Farted on my Weetabix there. Just like, you know what, let's battle again. We'll do the best of 3. We won 1 each.
I've not heard that one in a while, farting on my Weetabix. That's cool.
But like, I'll if you want to do a third one, obviously Red Hot, but I'll put up the link code again. Search for a double battle, and if you want like the best of 3, we can do that. Have that third battle. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. I'll just, we'll chat with chat. So, you know, just that moment where I'm like, I messed up my terrains. And, like, this is the exact kind of reason why I'm a lot better with going in and, like, just battling and learning. Because, like, I won't learn this by just sitting there and reading all the effects.
No, you need to have that like visceral memory of fucking up.
Of like, oh no, the extreme speed doesn't work in this scenario, so that pairing doesn't work well together. Okay, got it. Like that.
You need to fuck up so then you know not to fuck up again.
No, you didn't go too mad. This is what I'm going to be encountering in if I go into ranked battles, if I go into tournaments. This is the kind of shit I'm going to be dealing with, and I'm going to have to learn to suck it up and play more meta myself. So this is the kind of experience I do need.
So play more meta yourself, or like learn to counter it. But to counter it, you need to know exactly what it does.
And exactly, yeah, I need to get that knowledge base of what every Pokemon is doing, because like you brought in that Ursaluna, and I'm like, I don't know what the Pokemon does.
Yeah, so the thing, it is possible to counter the meta, but if you don't know exactly, you need to know what everything does.
I need to learn what every Pokemon's main, like, you know, 1 or 2 setups and uses are. Like the fact that I forgot immediately about the fake out coming from the Rillaboom, even though I'm aware of it, I need to like drill that stuff into my brain. It's like, it's absolutely one of those things of just, I need to just start streaming this and start just accumulating data. Like, just, it needs to just become like a thing in my brain where I know every Pokemon that's going to get thrown out, at least every meta Pokemon that's going to get thrown out, like what it's going to be doing, what its likelihood is that they're going to lead with it.
It's sort of the benefit of like there being 1,000 Pokemon, but only like 20 that people use. Of imagine trying to learn the moves of 1,000 Pokemon.
Imagine, yeah, if like every like last stage or even a few, you know, EV or like Pokemon, if all of them, say like 500, were all competitive. Imagine trying to like configure that encyclopedic knowledge in your brain. It's like, if that was the case, you'd be like expecting to be able to go into a match with a notepad.
Yeah, so it'd be like an exam, but it makes me think a little bit like Tekken. There's a lot of discourse around Tekken at the moment. Of there was like an image that went like kind of viral of, hey, if you're learning the character Reina, here's the cheat sheet, and it looks completely incomprehensible. But as someone who plays Tekken, I look at that and go, okay, yeah, that looks that's a really simplified thing of. Basically, there's 3 main moves you need to learn for the 3 scenarios you might find yourself in: defense, offense, counter.
Okay, but that's people looking at that cheat sheet going, this is incomprehensible, as a person who doesn't know the game. Of course it's going to look incomprehensible. Like, when I talk about a Pokemon build, to a layperson, that's going to sound like jargon.
But what cracks me up though is that there's other fighting game players, like Mortal Kombat players, going, this is ridiculous. And it made me realise, like, yeah, it probably is kind of ridiculous. Like, for example, like yesterday I was running some sets in Tekken with Charlie. And there's characters in Tekken that I don't play, but I do know the entire moveset of. Because, like, obviously, one of the things you've got to do in Tekken is you've got to learn every move.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you've got to play against every character, you've got to learn what all they all do. Which I think is like a roster of 30 characters with each character having 100 moves. Only 20 of them are probably useful, but that's still, like, a good, like, 1,000 moves that you have to have in your mind of, like, what they do and how they function.
I've started searching for Battle Spread Hop. So just type in the code whenever you're ready and we'll get going. I'll just keep searching until I find you. But yeah. Just like one of those things of like, it's great because it gives you so much variety and things to learn and stuff. But it also, like, you know, that process is difficult. And I don't necessarily think it's like a bad process. Like, I quite enjoy that process if I can really sit down and like commit to a game of like learning a game and learning its mechanics.
Yes.
And like, it is satisfying in one way, but it is also very difficult and like frustrating at times when you're sitting there going like, oh, I don't know what like this Pokemon does, or like, you know, Tekken, like, I don't know how to counter this fighter.
Yeah, and I can see why it would be like intimidating to see like that much shit on screen, but I love it.
And that's the thing is like, yeah, you know, part of Pokemon as well is not just learning, you know, well, what's like the first build on, you know, an Ogerpon. And it's like, okay, but that's what one person might use it for, but then, for example, like with my, I don't know, my Cypher maybe, or with like my Arcanine, is like, it's not going for a fast attack Arcanine, it's like, no, I did like a bulky mixed Arcanine instead. And then you've got to learn, like, well, how many builds of each some Pokemon, they've only really got one thing they can do. Other Pokemon, they've got multiple abilities, multiple movesets, multiple builds that you can do. It's fun.
That's part of the fun.
Ogerpon's extremely versatile because obviously you have the 4 different types to Ogerpon, yeah.
One of the types is completely useless, though, is my understanding, right? I remember at the event,
not completely. Like
someone
was using it online when we fought it. We did see a Stone Ogerpon today that did okay. It's just, it's not anywhere near as useful as the other versions, I don't think. But I still think it's like, compared to most Pokemon, it's pretty great.
It's probably better than literally 99% of other Pokemon.
But it's just not as good as like Water Ogerpon is.
But when you talk about Pokemon, that 1% of Pokemon is like 50 Pokemon.
Opening it. Okay, let's do it. Follow me. Yeah. The follow me you know, you can't do much about following me when you just Dazzle and Gleam and doing both Pokemon, but... Oh, okay. Superior. So I presume that's a tanky Superior that's slowly building up its... Okay. Well, I think this will kill regardless then. So whoever's getting hit by that Scyther is gonna die. And the follow me didn't come out. Ogerpon took it. And then Barrier is gonna be faster than Blade, but that Blade is tanky. And then that should just be... Yeah. That Aerial Ace coming in. Should be able to outspeed the Ogerpon and get the Dazzle and Gleam to take out the last bit of Ogerpon's health. So then we can just worry about... okay. Not much to deal with that. I guess we'll send out the Arcanine to do the Intimidate tech. I'm hoping that the Dazzling Gleam at least does a decent amount to that Power Wow, because like super effective plus Life Orb. But then we'll get the Intimidate on the go. I'd like the Sword Stance being there, but I think that Scyther is getting taken down day one. Or maybe the Espeon. Okay, no, yeah, they went for the Sucker Punch on the on that scary Scyther. With the Sword Stance and the Powwows. But that means...
That's questioning. Like, if you had to like play a meta Pokemon, what's of the meta Pokemon, which one do you not mind like using?
I mean, Superior might be one of them. Superior's pretty damn impressive in the meta right now.
And it is just a snack.
It is the snack. We get our Dazzling Gleam. So I figured they were going to probably Sucker Punch one of my two Pokemon with Chien-Pao or whatever it's called, and then Extreme Speed out-prioritizes the Sucker Punch. So the Extreme Speed, I think, does go over the Sucker Punch.
Yeah, that's an interaction that I wouldn't know in my head.
Because I think Sucker Punch is +1 priority. I think.
Honestly, it goes for everything, right? So that's the whole point.
Potentially, yeah. Maybe it is +2, and like Arcanine outspeeds that with the +2 on Extreme Speed. I really don't know, but I presumed that they were going to use Sucker Punch, so I went for an Extreme Speed and it didn't get hit. So like maybe they just didn't Sucker Punch. Get that Psyshock. I mean, I think that's it now. I think there's nothing this Rillaboom can do. Like, it can take out the Espeon, but I don't think it can do anything about the Arcanine. And we've still got the Scyther in the wings.
Do you like the idea of Scyther?
That was well thought, though. Oh no, we had 2 Pokemon left. Okay, yeah. Like, well, the 2 supporting Pokemon left, but Scyther was on that like that half health. Yeah, GG Red Hot. That was a really good set of battles. And like, nice to know that that team can compete a little bit. I think that Orangaroo's gotta go. I don't think Orangaroo is like helpful in any way. Especially with the interaction with the extreme speed. Just like nullifying one of Arcanine's best options at any point. But what does extreme speed and Sucker Punch? Yes, okay. So any move that out priorities Sucker Punch will cause it to fail, meaning any moves with higher than +1 priority, like Extreme Speed or Fake Out, or any +1 priority move from a Pokemon with a higher speed, will make sure that Sucker Punch doesn't work.
These are things I've never even considered. It's like, oh shit, yeah, would that work?
Yeah, I think that Lee Storm definitely would have been better fit for Espeon for sure. Because like that, yeah, I just say the Quad Resist on Lee Storm, but it's one of those things where you naturally just see, oh shit, I just let them get a Sword Stance off. Just hit it. Like, hit that thing because it's just done Sword Stance. But yeah, those are totally the types of mistakes you learn from. And yeah, it's just like that second battle where I immediately just I didn't swap out the Centino, then I fucked up with the Psychic Terrain Extreme Speed combo. And it's like, yeah, those are totally the types of things that you actually do remember and learn from. But I'm going to do just like another 1 or 2 rank battles online, but first I'm just going to run the toilet.
Okay. So I'll probably call because I've got a message on Discord that I cannot respond to while I'm in a call with you.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, no worries. So Carl and I will both be back in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'll grab myself another tea and just shoot me a message when you want to talk back on.
I'll just stay in the call, so if you just jump back in the call, it shouldn't time out by the time you're done.
No, it sounds good. I've
Cool.
got my screen up as well. I'll spot you when you come back in.
Yeah.
Charles?
Oh dear. Very nice for Pokemon's menus to just leave us in the silence. I didn't realise that, so apologies. I thought we'd have some background music while things were happening, but apparently not. My audio just not working? Maybe it was. Maybe my audio was just super low. I might have just nudged my headphones when I left. Oh. Get back into the swing of things. Oh, okay, well. I'll see if we start voice call again. Like Discord did cut because out. There's been music the whole time. Okay, yeah. Just like when I'd taken my headphones off, just a little, like volume slider must have been nudged because it came back and like it was just silence, and I was like,
Oh no!
But it was just silence on my end apparently.
I always love when you do that though. It's like when someone tunes into the stream and there's nothing. It's like, oh. I'll put this one out.
But I just had a very interesting interaction with technology of just Jenna mentioned like, oh, we need to just put more deep heat on the shopping list. So I went on my Alexa app and started typing in like deep heat. And I typed DEE, and the first suggestion on Amazon's shopping list. Can you guess when I type DEE what the first suggestion on a shopping list is from the Alexa?
There's gonna be something stupid in it, like a. No, I can't think.
It was something stupid.
What was it?
It was D's nuts.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Does it sound like D's nuts?
So that means like so many people have typed D's nuts into like Alexa's shopping list that it just comes up as like the first thing.
Oh right, yeah, because people have got like taking a piss of like Alexa add D's nuts to my shopping list.
Yeah.
Oh well, here's the thing for me, so I've started script writing again. Oh yeah, I'm writing some scripts like top 10s, doing some edits and stuff. And I generally use Google Docs because just it's the closest thing to old Word.
Yeah.
Words nowadays is that new fancy word that takes like 4 hours to load up. But I want something very basic. I want a word processor.
Oh god.
Oh no, what's up?
The first thing I see is just like Roaring Moon, Fluttermane, Chien-Pao.
Oh, it's the power. This is it, Lucas. Yeah, this is the choice you made.
So, we're gonna do it though.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go because this is like my little trick room team. So I don't know why I put Weavile in here. I was just panicking, I think, to put in like a regular attacking Pokemon that wasn't a special attacker, but I picked the wrong Pokemon.
Yeah, you need a slow one, so you want like a Snorlax.
So I need to change that.
Lucas, would you like to know my thing with technology in regards to Google Docs?
Yes, I would like to know.
Do you know what they've done? They've helpfully said, oh, we're going to improve Google Docs with AI.
Oh no.
The problem with it is, Lucas, do you know like the spell suggest function? They're like using AI to like, make that work. Which means that people have started getting misspellings as suggestions because it's trained on AI, so common misspellings are like those common misspellings that people go, no, I spelled it right.
Yeah, or like the Americanization of words with the Z's and stuff like that, or taking U's out.
I submitted like a script today, and I'm like, oh, I'll do the grammar and spell checks. I did write it while having a coffee. There's probably something I missed, or I missed a comma here, a comma there, and I'm going through it. It's like, did you spell polarized right? But yes, I fucking did. It looked
the colour one, yeah.
It looked so stupid without the U and a Z in there as well.
Oh, that just hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
I hate the Z. The Z is the letter that just looks so unprofessional.
So, are you ready for the trick room to get shut down? Second one.
Of course, yeah. I love the image of Charger Bug and Executor.
Yeah, like it's such a dumb team.
It's like, what is this?
It's such a fucking incredibly dumb, amazing team of like, Alolan Executor plus Charger just looking dumb as shit. As they send out, like, Japanese Fluttermane and Roaring Moon. But, that is another Pokemon where... Oh, Charger Bug! It's going in. Oh, no! Yeah, a second one, just... I'm lost. My Trick Room Setter's dead. So maybe that's another note, is like Alolan Executor.
It's not bulky enough.
It's not even that necessarily, because I set it up with pretty good bulk, but like, just the idea that like maybe I need to immediately Terra type that one so that it can get the Trick Room set up.
Maybe, but also as well, it just might be you just need like Follow Me.
Or I just use, yeah, Farigiraf, like, if that's a Trick Room setter, then maybe that's just a really good option. Because, like, Farigiraf is another Pokemon where I'm like, no, I don't mind that being meta, because Girafarig spent so much time in the shadows and was a cool idea. That, like, I'm very happy to sit there and be like, no, yeah, Farigiraf deserves its time in the sun.
There you go, you dropped out my corporate set there, mate.
Oh, no.
That's fine. You were talking some mad shit about Girafarig.
I'm just saying, like, Farigiraf's just awesome, and, like, yeah, I don't mind that getting there.
It should be. He deserves it.
I'm just done. This battle is over. This team was clearly not well thought through because I've got an Espeon and a Trick Room. This was just like one I tried to modify a little bit and then didn't think about modifications. We've all been there. Fuck it. We all love, though, the Charger Bug plus Ice Terror Rhyperior team.
Now, the fact you got one win on that, that's fine.
I was about to say that, like, I need to change the Terror on this. Yes, Charger Bug, tank it! Tank it, Charger Bug!
Just tank Charge Bug.
No,
like,
Charger Bug, no!
Charger was like, yes, sir.
I was hoping that the Outrage would hit the Rhyperior. Yeah, this is the freeze! Yay! This is why I wanted the Rhyperior to get hit, because I kind of need, like, the battery on Charger Bug and the discharge to start getting lightning rods. Because this Rhyperior is just a sitting duck now. But it was just over turn 1 when, like, our Trick Room setter got killed. Is that on a Torterra? You could do Bullet Seed and Rock Blast. I wasn't aware that you had access to those moves. Because even then, you could do like Grassy Glide for the priority, and then just have like loaded dice on a Rock Blast and have Earthquake. And that way, you've got access to like 3 pretty good light offensive types, and then Shell Smash as well. We got them this generation. Yeah, I didn't think I'd seen like a Bullet Seed or Rock Blast on it Torterra before.
Ozzy, I don't know why, but you keep getting muted on my end. So if that happens again, I'll let you know.
Okay, cool.
I think it might be like touching my screen or something, but my screen is off.
Right, yeah.
I just thought you were like just deep in thought over just like watching this Rhyperior take it.
I was not. I do like the idea though, that this person just took like 30 seconds to make a decision about how they're gonna like put in which Pokemon to put in against this fucking Rhyperior that's basically already dead.
He's probably having a wank. I'm so good at Pokemon.
They went in for the sheer cold. I kind of respect anyone that's gonna put just one of those, you know, 30% Oko moves in.
I love how they're meta because someone realised they're like, well, if you're gonna not get the kill anyway, you might as well go for a 30% chance for an instant kill better than a 0% chance.
Yeah.
Like 30% chance for a kill's not bad. And they're better odds than like you get most of the time.
But I do want to change it to a steel type for the steel beam, and better, obviously, like ice type's horribly defensive wise. It's just an awful, but it was the only thing we could do at the time because we didn't have many Terra Shards. But I also have a shiny Rhyhorn that I'm just like, I guess I'll just wait until I do the exact same thing with that shiny Rhyhorn, and then turn that, because I don't want to waste the Terra Shards. It's like, now that we've got a shiny Rhyhorn, I might as well train it to the exact same thing as that Rhyperior is. So switch battle teams. So let's give this Numel another chance, shall we? Do the AI Professor soundtrack. Because like that AI Professor music is pretty fun. It rips. But yeah, like I imagine that our ranking is gonna it's not gonna take a hit. But this win to loss ratio, while I'm adamant that I can make like dumb Pokemon work, is gonna be rough. This win loss ratio is gonna be taking a tank. It's just like, oh well, you know, you'll be fine, right? You know, just go ahead. Just use some really meta Pokemon, and then it's like, no, I'm going to use a Charger Bug.
Yeah, my phone did it again. I don't know why. I'm going to leave this call and just come back in.
Okay, cool. But yeah, just, I love the idea that, like, yeah, you'll go into round battle and use, like, some decent Pokemon, right? So I'm going to use a Charger Bug. Like, right? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use it in a Trick Room team with a bad Trick Room setter and 2 fast Pokemon. That. Oh, Carl, you okay?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You were just coming in like.
Yeah, it'll be my phone like losing its shit. So please stop.
It does get some buffs in like the snowstorm thing. But that would mean me probably building like a hail team with that Rhyperior. So maybe I could save that Rhyperior in the future to put it in some like weird lightning rod hail team. But right now, the way that I'm using it, it's like, A, it relies on that Charger Bug, and B, it's like I would prefer it to be a steel type where, you know, it's got some obviously better defensive opportunities. I'm not really aware of what most of these Pokemon do, which is a little bit scary. But I'm just going to go with what team I would throw out in that case. Of like, we haven't used my shiny Decidueye today.
Oh, I like Decidueye really grew on me.
I really love Decidueye. It's one of my favourites, starters-wise. So we can have that backup of like the shiny Decidueye, shiny Sylveon. Both of which were nicely, you know, caught for me on Pokemon Go. Both shiny Eevee and shiny Rowlet on Pokemon Go. Of like, this is why I keep Pokemon Go, because getting shinies is really easy sometimes.
You got any like Pokemon in Pokemon Sleep yet?
I haven't even installed Pokemon Sleep ever.
You don't want to like get yourself some like Pokemon Sleep?
I do not want information about how bad my sleep cycle is, Carl.
Thing is though, that'd be like the one Pokemon game you couldn't complete.
Yeah.
You'd look in and it was like, Lucas, you appear to have not slept in 24 hours, is everything okay? He's like, no.
It's like, Lucas, one day you went to bed at 8 AM, another day you woke up at 8 AM, another day you woke up at like 6 PM. Like, what's going on? What is going on? No, fuck it, let's Lava Plume immediately.
Why not?
Get this Dax Bomb some actual, like,
get some stacks.
Defenses, yeah.
So this Dax Bomb is ready to stack paper.
Don't know what I should be more afraid of. I'm presuming the Minior. Oh, Vivian getting the Tailwind set up immediately, okay. Well, it's not a particularly fast team anyway.
It's one of those things though of just like the fact that every match you play so far just starts with set up the trick room. Or set up the Tailwind or the trick room. But I just feel like those moves should just be removed. Like
the well-baked body. Double those defenses, baby. Bake that pretzel.
like completely unfucking stoppable.
If Minior's going for an earthquake, I'm just gonna like baby dollize it.
That's always like priority, right?
Did Hishui and Decidueye get a different signature move? I really like Decidueye's signature move of like the Spirit Shackle. Of, like, it's an attacking ghost move that locks you into battle. It's like mean look in an attacking move.
Yeah, because there's some moves I don't feel they'd be too powerful. Like some effects that need.
They'd
that
be
sort of
really
moves, like...
dumb on like the wrong Pokemon, right?
Yeah. So like, that's how signature moves should be used. They shouldn't be giving Pokemon with ridiculous powerful stats super unique powerful moves. They should be giving shit like that Iron Cudgel to a weaker Pokemon.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I want to use this good move on a weak Pokemon, or do I want to use a stronger Pokemon with weaker moves?
Oh, Pollen Puff on the Minior to restore its HP.
See, I like this is a decent tactic. This is I respect this person's like.
Yeah, no, they're going in with some actual like cool ideas. No, this Numal's just like, you know what? Keep raising that defense back. That's fine. Do it, baby. This is another person that's like, I'm going to use Pokemon I like. And just go in and see what happens.
Yeah. I respect it.
I'll have to look up what that Polaris is, because I didn't mind his Hisuian Decidueye. I didn't particularly like Hisuian Samurott or Typhlosion. But I didn't mind the Decidueye, but I just thought regular Decidueye looked cooler.
Yeah. The hood.
It wasn't necessarily that it was bad, it was just I preferred the other version. So I feel like we should be taking this Minior out. Or do we just guarantee that Iron Tread's dead? Let's just guarantee the Iron Treads. Oh, they use Protect. Okay, yeah. I respect it. Just the fuck it explosion. No, I don't care. It was just explosion. You got the crit on the Numal, which was already nearly dead anyway. Instead of the Dax one. So, like, against a reasonable team, that Dax one Numal combo is okay.
Yeah, that's like a reasonable team.
Mm-hmm. But, like, I'm not taking out anything meta with it. Speaking of Decidueye, though, let's send our shiny Decidueye in. See what it can do. So I've got a Leaf Blade and a Razor Claw on it. To, you know, try and up those chances of the crits.
Like, not bad.
And that. Got Leaf Blade on the Iron Treads, and then maybe the Body Press on Porygon Z, because that Porygon Z is gonna hit hard. So get that Dax one in, just hope I can do something about that Porygon Z before it kills the Dax one. I don't overly know what Iron Treads can do, but I know that Porygon Z's got crazy special attack.
So also it's a Porygon 2, so you're not fucking killing it.
No, it's Porygon Z, not a 2.
Oh, it's Z, sorry.
Yeah, so it's just...
I'm just not used to anyone using Porygon Z. Again, like I said, this guy just likes his Pokemon. No one uses Porygon Z.
What's he gone for? Okay, it's gone for a normal gem. the body press, if we can survive. Ice beam. Okay, they're just shutting down that Decidueye. That kind of works out for me, because that should mean that Daxbun can just go all in with that, like, 4 times defense boosted body press.
Body press is such a fun move.
That's the thing, is like, the body press plus well-baked body, if you lean into it, is so good. And that's like the gimmick around the Daxbun is, well, you raise its defense 2 times every time we use Lava Plume on it. So it's becoming more bulky, but also body press becomes more powerful, because body press's damage, if anyone doesn't know, is based off how much defense you've got rather than attack. So body press is a fighting move, but it's based on the defense stat, and the well-baked body thing means that it just keeps on raising its defense, which makes it bulkier and also makes body press even better. Which, them underestimating Daxbun just won me the entire match.
Yeah, that's the thing, like...
Because they focused on the Pokemon that they're used to being a threat, like Sylveon.
It's like, oh, it's fine, it's not got much damage, but it's like, but you've got body press. And body press, despite being possibly one of the coolest, potentially deadliest moves, because it's a move where it gets more powerful the harder you get to kill.
Yeah.
And only if I don't want to hit harder or don't want to be harder to kill, it's like it's a move where you don't have to make that choice.
Because I think that they basically lost the moment that Porygon Z decided to kill the Decidueye instead of killing the Daxbun.
Yeah, because if they kill the Daxbun, like the Decidueye would have done some damage, but it would have been easier to take out as like a revenge kill.
Yeah, whereas the Daxbun, the moment I get rid of that Porygon Z, the Iron Treads is relying on a crit to get through those defenses at that point. So it's like, it's a silly gimmick, but we won the battle. Like, we did manage to eke out a win just about with that Daxbun, just doing the dumb Numel Daxbun, like, Lava Plume combo. Oh, that's... Yeah, that's a terrifying sounding move. Where's Lola Decidueye? Triple arrows, fighting type move, 90 attack, 100 accuracy, has a heightened chance of landing a critical hit, and may also lowers the target's defense stat or make it flinch.
That might be like one of the best moves I've ever heard of.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's the thing, that move doesn't need to have 90 base power, it could have 60 base power.
Yeah, it could have 50, 60 base power and still be really good. Yeah, it sounds like it would hit 3 times, but it doesn't. But it has 3 fucking effects on it. Higher crit chance, target defense lowering, or making the target flinch.
So basically just try attack with the secondary effects.
Oh.
The thing, try attack doesn't do 90 damage.
No.
Does it?
I don't think so. I think it maybe does like 70.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Enjoy try attack's balance, it has like, you know, a triple chance of doing a bloody attack like that.
Right. I'm sending Talonflame with the Life Orb immediately because, like, they've got that Amoonguss, they've got the Urshifu, they've got the, oh shit. There we go. I don't know if we got that team in. I've spent too much time talking. They might just send out the first 4 Pokemon we've got. I selected 4 Pokemon but didn't press done. Oh god. That's the thing is, like, I do kind of respect though. I was like, yeah, Typhlosion. Probably needed something to help it. It may leave the target with a burn. The move's power is doubled if it has a status condition, and it's 60 power, 100 accuracy. Effect 30% chance to burn. Okay, no, it did send in our actual team. So I feel like if we just immediately fake out an Electabuzz, and then we've got priority with the Gale Wings on a Brave Bird on Urshifu. And I'm just hoping that the Urshifu doesn't out-prioritize us, which it probably will. Because I've got a bulky Talonflame. So fuck it, let's see what happens. Fake out on the Electabuzz, normal gem fake out. And then Talonflame uses Brave Bird first, so Urshifu... I think that's the single, like, not the priority striking one. I think that was the strong one which uses, like, the Dark Moon.
Yeah.
Not the rapid strike, it was like the single strike. But Gale Wings now doesn't work because we're not full HP.
Oh, that's how they balanced that, wasn't it, Gale Wings?
So I've got a bulky one that knows Roost.
That's a solid way of bringing it in. So I guess that's a good tactic as well, because you get to set Tailwind right away, but just then after that, you'll get Gale Wings. But wasn't that as well, that change was essentially made just to stop Brave Bird spam in single?
Yeah. So I'm going to Tailwind and hope that Incineroar maybe goes after that Ambipom. Fake out wise, because it's going to fake us out, and I'm going to hope that Talonflame could just survive long enough to get the Tailwind out. And then swap back into that Numel.
Ambipom. Look at it go.
It's faking out the Talonflame, of course, yeah. And then Electabuzz and follow me. Okay, well... I'm just going to hope that we can get a Tailwind out.
It just these are like Electabuzz are getting a lot of play. You can like give it EVO light and it knows like a really... It's a Gen 1 Pokemon, its move pool is ridiculous.
Yeah,
yeah. But Magmar's getting a lot of play as well for the same reason of like you can learn Follow Me, Lava Plume, Burn, Fake Out, I think, a couple of punching moves, but also you just give it EVO light and make it bulky.
Right,
and I think it has like Flame Body, so it goes Follow Me, and if your physical attacker attacks it, it might get burned as well.
Yeah. That's cool.
So it actually has like a lot of utility. It's nice to see Pokemon like that coming back.
Yeah, for sure. There we go. Well, Talonflame got its Tailwind out.
He is now the bravest bird.
So we got the Tailwind. We get Stockpile, hopefully. There we go. Numel's use Stockpile. So Numel's already just like, it's getting there.
Look at it wearing its little crown.
Oh, it knocked off the EVO light though. Ah, shit.
God, why is Incineroar so strong? Again, like, what did they really have to make knockoff? Like, was it 90 base power now?
No, it's like what 65 to get it's just over the technician boost, but it does double damage if it knocks off an item.
Is that why it did so much to your Numel then? Well, I guess you're just gonna have to like
fake out the Incineroar and hopefully just get some damage on that.
He's going to use Follow Me though, so you still go with that.
Well, I'm going after the Electabuzz with Earth Power, so.
There we go. That is a bulky.
The Electabuzz is going to use Follow Me again. And then hopefully the Ambipom can kill it, so they never target Incineroar.
What was Ambipom's ability again?
Technician. It's got Technician and Skill Link, just like Centino.
This was the Centino before Centino.
It looks a lot worse.
Yeah. He's not cute.
Oh, the Static, of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's super solid. Like, Magmar's got Flame Wave, it's got Static. So
yeah.
And I do like that those tools become like.
Yeah, they've become
Good
like
Pokemon.
these, not super meta, but they've become like relatively tiered again.
But they have just a niche of just, do you want to follow me, use it? It's like, well, yeah. What does it really have to do? Stand there and get hit? Well, these are good at that, and you have a 30% chance to like cripple the Pokemon that hits it. It's like that's good on.
Maybe I'll rethink that typing on the Ghost. Because like, what's just a Terra type I can put out that doesn't have many weaknesses, but it's like, but being weak to the knockoff that already fucked it up is like, that's bad.
These are the things that you need to learn as well. Aren't they? You've learned something about this now.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, Incineroar may be one of like just the craziest all-rounder Pokemon to ever exist.
Yeah, it's the utility is actually insane.
Yes, for sure.
It can just do everything.
Mm-hmm. It's like it's absolutely wild. Just it has an option for just fucking everything, and it's just got Intimidate on top of that.
Like just turn one, it makes the both Pokemon on the opposing team.
Like the fact that you've just said it's got strong typing, good stats, Intimidate, utility moves like Fake Out, Knockoff, U-turn, Parting Shot. Like there's so many builds that you can make with Incineroar, and obviously everyone probably just sees like, well, what did the person who won the tournament make their Incineroar do? And most people have just done that, but oh my word!
Like, it's one of those Pokemon where you don't know what it's going to do. That's what makes it so dangerous.
Yeah.
I do like the basically just got two follow me Pokemon. Like protect Incineroar at all costs.
Yeah, basically. That's how good it is. There we go. Because it's meant to be a Chesto Resto Pokemon. So at very least we can get a rest on the Sylveon, but it will not have the... It will have the Resto, but not the Chesto. And then just Triple Axle or something this time, hopefully, if we don't get paralyzed. Oh shit, what's it terroring into? Last thing, I don't even think I used a Terror type. No, I did on the Ghost, yeah. Which we need to change to maybe like a Steel type or something. Maybe like Steel or Fairy or something, just something a bit, you know. Not getting annihilated by knockoff. Because it already gets annihilated by knockoff because of the EVO like getting destroyed. I'm already asleep, baby. Falling asleep was part of my plan.
Like it loves it.
Yeah, that was something of like the Arcanine. I've just, well, I know the Arcanine just had that overheat to wipe out that Superior. So definitely having the ability to Terra type out if you've got a Fire Pokemon against you, that would be good.
Why is like Amuga one of the most annoying Pokemon? It looks so shit.
It looks so awful, right? Yeah.
Like it's in Ferrothorn. Like Ferrothorn looks kind of cool, but I hate it because of how useful it is. But Amuga is really good, and no one picks it because they like the way it looks.
No, it's no one like it's no one's favorite Pokemon in terms of looks, right? Like no one ever looked at that thing and went, "Oh, this dumbass." Like maybe Shroomish, but not Amoonguss.
See, because Shroomish is adorable.
Shroomish is cute, and it's got like a little Pokeball, and then Amoonguss is just like, this looks terrible, but it's got fucking Spore and Follow Me, and like Effect Spore, and just it's got everything.
So we talk about like it's the perfect Pokemon.
It is one of them. Like that person just was like, I'm going to go full utility. I'm going to pick some Pokemon like Amoonguss and Incineroar that can just do like everything. Right, I'm gonna Oh no, actually, I'm gonna go back and just change a couple of Pokemon in that Charger Bug team, and we'll give that Charger Bug team one more shot before we then sign off. But yeah, like, I just want to see if we can get like the Charger Bug win today.
You need to end on a Charger Bug win.
We don't need to, but it would be nice because I don't want to commit to like, well, Lucas is going until he wins with Charger Buggers. I'm not doing that because that could literally take us all night.
But it would be nice if you could do
It
that.
would be very nice. It would be extremely nice. So take the Espeon out and take the Weavile out. What are a couple of like slow Pokemon we've got? You know what? Get the Ampharos. Get the shiny Ampharos in. And then... Oh yeah, because that could actually work with Rhyperior as the ball if I need it. I haven't brained up. Maybe actually a Sylveon might work as well. 1 to 8 speed on 82. Too high. Not got the slowest speed, but it's definitely not the fastest either. It's like, fuck it, we don't need physical attack. Where we're going, we don't need physical attack, Carl. We're just going all special attack. All Charger Bug, all of the time, all special attack.
This is the Charger Bug team, it's his team. It's like, you know, the Charger Bug experience. It's the Charger Bug experience featuring...
I guess that is kind of like slightly helpful with the meta, right? Because like, you know, most Pokemon right now aren't going for like just, you know, walls or anything. It's just offense. Like, you don't really find many walls anymore. Like Blissey isn't exactly
not
a thing.
in double. Not in doubles now.
No. So maybe we go Executor, Sylveon to set up. And then we've got like Charger Bug and Rhyperior in the wings. Maybe actually... we'll go the Ampharos first. Actually, instead of the Sylveon. Because that can set up the light screen. Help us out a little bit. And as long as Executor can survive to put up the Trick Room, then we'll be okay. But if not, Carl, it's going to be rough.
We rough this little like Charger Bug.
Because like, we just need that Trick Room down. Okay. Feel like this team is gonna give us some worries because it's like a pretty tricky team. It's got a Prankster Grimmsnarl or Grimmsnarl.
It's Grimmsnarl. It's not Grimmsnarl. You can fuck off with that.
Well, it's called Grimmsnarl, but I always say Grimmsnarl by accident.
Yeah. There's a couple of Pokemon out there who's like, this is the front season. Nah, man.
It's like Grimmsnarl may be one of the worst designs. Like, I never believe in that whole like, well, Pokemon just look worse and worse over time. But Grimmsnarl is certainly a Pokemon where I'm like, well, you may not be wrong.
Grimmsnarl is
It's one of the worst looking Pokemon to ever exist.
And again, it's that problem of it. Look, it's really good. That's the issue. It's like it's really good as well.
Oh yeah, it's very, very useful, and it looks terrible. Okay, so Grimmsnarl's going with the light screen as well. And then Machi Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that's a really good move. Not against the two that we've currently got out though. Fuck you, Carl. Have you ever seen Ampharos with +6 defense?
Oh my god.
Oh no, wait. Oh, Grimmsnarl had a mirror herb to match that extra defense boost, but we are special attackers.
The thing is though, you should use like Cotton Down, and it should get its fur back.
The Ampharos just gets like the cotton god with literal cotton, just gets fluffy again.
You should get it again. Just think Ampharos just looks naked.
That's the thing. Ampharos has now got +6 defense, and it's got a static to take out that Grimmsnarl.
Yeah, it's gonna get static.
And on top of that, it's set up an 8-turn light screen.
8
Because the light
Ampharos
clay,
like,
yeah.
Ampharos there, I'm not going down.
Ampharos is like, come on then. Come on. Let's do this. Now, you want me? You got me. They fully let that Ampharos just go.
It is very funny though, when like this Ampharos like, you know what? No.
I'm not moving. I'm not doing it. Just, no. No. The Sinatra's losing more HP from Life Orb than it's gaining back from, like, attacking. Like, it's
Is that like
losing more than it's dealing. This person's just like, shit, what do I do? What do I do now? The Goodra. Oh, shit, what typing is issuing Goodra? Oh, no.
Like grass, right? Oh, steel. Steel. I think.
I'm just Cerebeing it now, quickly. Move time, 30 seconds, right, okay. Pokemon, get Chargeable in. And then, Dragon Pulse on the Goodra, I guess. Steel Dragon, shitting hell. Thank you, though. Thank you, Red Hot. Thank you. I'm in panic mode of, like, I've never seen this Goodra ever used in my life.
There should be an option to just, like, pan over the opposed ball and just see what it is.
At least it tells you whether, like, things are effective or not.
Yeah, but not see its abilities, but, like, just see what type it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because that way you'll know, like, you know, for example, if it's electric type, will I know if I can stun it?
Yeah, yeah.
Steel Dragon, I love that. All their albums.
Chargeable deserves to be a battery. That's all I know. Oh, that's rough for them. Ampharos avoided the blizzard. Chargeable just protecting it, so it's just happy.
You just, whenever I glance at the screen, all I can see is this fucking rectangle. I love it.
God. Might be easier to take out the center.
That's like the new T thing, right?
Yeah, the Matcha Dynasty, which is really cool. But it's right now we don't exactly have power on screen.
You've got bulk.
I've got bulk. I've got bulk.
All I can think is just on screen right now, just it'd be the Ampharos just picks up the Chargeable under its arm. Look at Chargeble's taking that flamethrower.
Yeah, just taking the hits. And that's the thing is, it can hurt Ampharos, but it can't paralyze the Ampharos. But it can double paralyze the team on the other side. Yes.
Oh, so good.
Yes, Charger Bug. Do what you need to do. Be a fucking pain in the ass. Just boost up this Ampharos a little by little and just be a pain.
What is that?
And that's literally what it's there, to be a battery and to just cause havoc. Like, its job is to be a tiny little arsehole. Just a little... It's exactly what the job of, like, a London bus is, right?
Yeah, just to get in your way.
Just to be an arsehole and piss off everyone.
All I can imagine is if you go to a tournament, you're just going to get a chargeable plush. But like, I think, you're going to get a plush, you're going to get a rock solid one. Like a metal lunchbox.
Oh, God, yeah. But...
Like
that John Cena lunchbox you've got, but just put little chargeable stickers on it.
Yeah, it's going to be like just like some fucking text on it, I bet.
That eventually we will take this Goodra down. This is a slow battle, but it's a process. I am worried for this one turn though, because we haven't got that light screen set up. Oh, the Ampharos! Oh, it's dead. It's dead. Okay. The burn. Oh god, no. Walk and wait Sun team. Now, that's the thing is, like, bring it. Because I've got to learn. I've got to learn.
You do. It's going to take some doing. But you'll learn.
Mm-hmm. Please, Executor, survive. Set that trick room up. It's against a dragon type now, though, so things are looking rough. Come on, Charger Bug. Get that rest off. They're alive! They're both alive!
Dude.
Come on!
Refuses to die.
Charger Bug resting up. This guy's, he knows his job is to piss people off. Let's waste this Goodra. Just this little Charger Bug here, like, dancing away. Just sleeping it up, like, yeah, man. I'm here to be a terror.
He's going to wake up as online. What's going on? What's going on?
He's going to wake up, and you know what it's going to do? It's going to use rest.
He's going to wake up like 5 more minutes, just like his owner.
Yes, Executor got his citrus berry back.
Oh, he's got harvest as well. You've got
harvest, yeah.
Executor, you cretin. You fucking cretin. I always want to do like an Executor Trevenant combo for that. Just both with harvest.
Oh, we are fucked here, though.
You can paralyze that Hatney, right?
It's more just like I can't swap in the Rhyperior because of the chance of the Machagotcha. The 4 times weak to grass. Like, when it terrors, great, but I can't swap it into that. Fair play, though. Terror it out of fairy type so that my sludge bomb doesn't kill it. Just look at that charger bug go.
It's just the rectangle.
Just the fact that charger bug took got like a terror boosted mystic fire. Just like, yeah, what and what? Why are you here?
Why are you here if not to suffer?
Actually, though, deck it all. At this very moment, should maybe be safe that you used Phantom Force. Chargeable woke up, rest.
It would be so annoying as well, like they can't fucking kill this thing.
Oh, light screen wore off. Shit. Okay, Scorpion Suns. Oh. Yeah, I have to hope that they don't see the Ice Terror come in, which why would you? And then just hope that they don't Mystical Fire on a Rhyperia. Again, why would you?
Yeah. You do it on the chargeable, you want to take the chargeable out because you want to stop it.
Or you would use like a different move on the Rhyperia at least.
They're not, at the very least, we know they're not expecting Ice Terror unless they're an absolute god of prediction. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, we're so. Did it? Oh no! The weakness policy. Oh, this is rough. Oh, the HP on the charger is dead. Yeah, the match gotcha. Oh, because like it would have annihilated that Rhyperia. That match gotcha. We weren't Ice Terror. But we should be able to get rid of the Hatteran so long as the twisted dimensions return to normal. I was like, if we've got one more turn on the Trick Room, we should be okay, but we weren't. I'm gonna hope that maybe one of the two outspeeds the Hatteran. Like, no, the Rhyperia doesn't. We know that much. Maybe the Executor does, though. And then we Ice Beam the Snatcher. It says a lot that Paralyzed Pokemon was meant to be the first Pokemon to move. Oh, the Draining Kiss. Oh, we're fucked.
It begins.
Yeah. Oh, that was a bad call. Bad call. Just try the Surf, I guess. But we're dead anyway. The Mystical Fire's gonna wipe out that Rhyperia.
This was a hard-fought battle, though.
It was a good battle, to be fair.
Of all the battles you've had so far, this has been the most interesting one.
This has definitely been the most interesting battle of the night. In terms of just, like, both sides have, like, swayed back and forth in terms of momentum multiple times. Yeah, there was a couple of times where I was like, yeah, I've locked this up. And then made a couple of mistakes and just... It was a very good battle. And that's the kind of battle I really like, and, you know,
But that's not the battle you're going to be having a lot.
That's not
of,
the
is
battle
it?
I'm going to be having at a tournament. Is what the important thing is like, those battles are nice to get in ranked, but they're not the kind of battles I'm going to be eventually getting in a tournament setting. So I enjoy that. That was interesting, but yeah, it's definitely one of those of like, I can't expect to learn too much from that, and yeah, I can't expect to be coming up against a signature Hatteran combo in the future much, but like I think the signature and the Grimmsnarl both quite meta, or like relatively top tier, but I don't think Hatteran at all.
Not particularly.
That
At
was
least as
definitely
like a far as I've seen.
Yeah, that was definitely a Pokemon where it's like, you're not really going to see that Pokemon be used again, because that was clearly just a Pokemon lead.
Yeah.
But the Hisuian Grudra really threw me off. Like, Steel Dragon.
It's so strong. Was a
Who
reason they've not done
decided
it
to
not.
give a Pokemon Steel Dragon?
And then make it a defensive, like, just defensive unit.
Jesus Christ. Like, what are the stats on this thing? Yes, like that's also the other problem. Is that Hisuian Godra was set up as, again, like we mentioned earlier, not many people do it, but that Gudra is even more of a special defense wall than Gudra is. It's got 90 HP, 70 defense, and 150 special defense. With a Steel Dragon typing.
That is, like, redonkulous.
That's insanity. That's actually crazy to me. How many things are super effective against it? Fighting and ground. And how many things does it resist? 1,
That's
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Has 7 resistances and 1 quad resist.
That seems like an excessive amount, I don't want to be honest, mate.
But that's
That
steel
seems like a
typing
lot.
for you, yeah. God. That's a scary wall. And the fact that we lent into, fuck it, we're just all special attackers. This is why you don't do that. Because then you come up against, like, a fucking... the wall of walls, and you just can't kill it. So, really interesting battle. One that I'm not going to learn much from, because that's never going to happen again.
No, probably not now.
But it's, again, a niche that's good to learn. It's weird, gimmicky stuff that might throw you off that is also good to learn.
Yeah, it's good to learn, not necessarily every Pokemon in that team, but someone at one point might be going, like, Grimace now. I'm going to call it now on. Or they're like, oh, it's just, you know, just the ability to think on your feet.
And the fact that, like, people are sending out Pokemon and I'm going, I don't know what type that Pokemon is. That's the kind of stuff that I need to learn. But there's plenty of learning to do. I'd say I'm gonna try and do this like maybe every other week. Just like get learning, get good, get more meta, I suppose. But yeah, I just wanted to have a bit of some weird fun teams today, and I'm sure I'll get more and more, you know, meta over time, I suppose, as I'm leaning further and further into like fighting all these Pokemon that are super high tier and stuff. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Red Hawk, for joining for a few battles as well. And yeah, it's just, I don't necessarily dislike losing. I don't like losing, but I don't necessarily dislike it.
No one likes losing.
It's like, it's one of those things of, this has been a really interesting stream, and I love doing Pokemon battle streams. Like, I really enjoy it, and like, even losing most of the battles today, it's like, it scratches that weird itch in my brain where I'm like, I think I'm gonna actually...
I think I'm back in.
I think I'm gonna actually stick to it. And I think I actually do have the capability to, like, commit to this, because even losing, I'm just like, I'm learning. I'm enjoying the process. Yeah, I'll hopefully have a few few more Pokemon, if not like entire teams, but at very least a few more Pokemon each time, and hopefully new teams each time if I can like commit to that. But obviously, like even with all like the vitamins and stuff at the ready, like it still takes a lot of time to like come up with concepts for teams and builds and stuff.
Yeah, I've also got something I could trade you as well. Like one of the things we could potentially do is just I'll go through the Pokemon that I have that I've trained and stuff, because if you're going to get into it, I don't think I am. I think like I've got too many things on my plate at the moment, but I will like I'll help your training.
But you could sit there and tell me your ideas for your Pokemon that I could maybe incorporate into my teams. And like build other teams around and stuff. So yeah, that would be cool. Hi Mask. Thank you for joining, and I'm sorry that I'm just signing off at the moment. We've just been going through some battles and stuff, and we're just signing off now because it's like 1 AM for me. You know what? Like, I know Ogerpon is versatile. I'm probably gonna battle a bit more against the idea of using Ogerpon. I probably won't be using it like in the next stream. I'm probably gonna use things like, as I say, like a Superior or Furigraph or something like that. I'm gonna gently go into like the meta Pokemon that I enjoy more first.
But you'll pick something like, yeah, for Aphoric before you'll be picking like a Land or a Styrian. If you need something like, if you need an Incineroar type Pokemon, you're probably going to pick your Arcanine.
Yeah, and I'll slowly wean away from my favorites over time, but even just using my favorites to learn what other people are using the meta builds for is still fun. But yeah, thank you all for joining, and I'll be back with, presumably this time in 2 weeks, I'll be doing more competitive building, but like next week we'll be back to the Pokemon X Nuzlocke run. So we'll be doing like a bit of a, for the Pokemon Thursday streams that we do, we'll be doing like a bit of an on-off between like Nuzlocke, then doing some competitive builds, and we'll see how we do. Yeah, we'll be back on Monday for Mass Fight Mondays. Carl, are you definitely streaming tomorrow, or are you just thinking about it at the moment?
I should be streaming tomorrow, but it's unclear whether I'll be streaming some Tekken or Revengeance. I'm going to meet a friend for a meal, so depending on whether or not I like get back late, I might just like stream a bit of Tekken, or if we go out for a few beers, I might go in and stream some Revengeance. I'm not sure what the friend wants to do.
Yeah.
So we'll meet up for a meal and get some food. It's like, am I going to meet them up for some food and we'll get a meal, and then like I'll be back home by like 7, or they want to stay out till like 10:30 at night and get cruise drinks at the last train out.
Well, regardless, make sure you're following Carl on Twitch there. The link I just posted in chat, and just, yeah, thank you all for joining, and hope everyone has a lovely day, evening, or night, wherever you are. Thank you all for joining.
Hell yeah.